Hi, my name is Susanna Mills, and I'm the editor-in-chief of the American Philatelist. The March issue is all about this era of philatelic history that happened before the first stamp was ever issued in 1840 in Great Britain. So we're calling it the pre-stamp issue. All of the articles in this issue show just a small taste of how the mail moved before we were applying postage stamps to our mail to actually get it where it was going to go. One of the themes that kept on coming up during the issue was this idea of the post rider, a man and his horse who would go the long miles to get a letter to its destination. So we wanted to explore that. What we found was a painting, it's called 1693 Colonial Post Road. And if I'm wrong, then the right name is right here. It was painted by Carl Rakeman, and it provided a really nice background for the cover, which we then supplemented with various images from within the issue itself to give folks a taste of what would be inside the issue. In Scott English's column, Our Story, he goes over the results of the recent survey where we asked, among other questions, we asked you, how often do you read our columns written by staff members? Some of the columns you seem to not be reading as often as the others, so I'll just tell you now that we have some good news. We have some good news out of the internet stamp store from Carol. You can read it in the magazine, but if you don't want to read it, I'll tell you now. Our move over to the HipStamp platform for our internet stamp store has been going extremely well, better than we could have even dreamed. Sales in January were the highest since December 2021, which was an extremely good year for us. So if you're interested in selling with us, it's a really good time to get started. You're going to have a huge audience, and our items are selling like hotcakes, so it's a really good time to join us. Another one that I really enjoyed editing was by Mark Schwartz. It's about the Boston pre-revolutionary postal history. So there are some really stunning pre-stamp folded letters in this article, and it has a lot of information and context about Colonial Boston and what kind of things people were writing and sending letters about. We've got one of the oldest newspapers in the country gets a mention. It's a really cool look at America's early history. The book is called North Atlantic Non-Contract Steamship Sailings. It is recently published by the APS, written by Dick Winter and John Barwis. This is the long-awaited sequel to their book, North Atlantic Mail Sailings. NAMS. This is a really good book. Gary Lowe reviewed it in the March issue, so you can read the review and decide whether you want to buy it. Personally, as I got the chance to read it before it was published, I have a lot of fellow feeling towards the authors with how much work they put in, and it just seems like a really useful resource. The last time Summer Seminar was held in person here in Bellefonte was 2019. That was actually my first year of working here. So I'm really excited to say that it's going to be back this June, the 12th through 16th. We are all working really hard to plan this event and get ready for all of the attendees to meet us here. Early bird registration is open. It's really important to register early so you can get into the classes you want to, and also get those lower prices than if you register later.